Well, the perfect start to the day for me is when I get to head out on a long drive, and today that's the exact plan with the Honda Elevate. आज हम ड्राइव करने वाले हैं नोएडा से आगरा to just this car on every aspect as far as highway commuting is concerned. And so if you're in the market to shop for a compact SUV और highway travel आपकी ज़्यादा होने वाली है, so is the Honda Elevate the perfect choice for you? ये बात आज हम आपको इस स्टोरी में बताने वाले हैं. We are going to evaluate this on every parameter: comfort, practicality, features, performance, drivability, reliability, on every single aspect, and tell you that how good of a highway cruiser this is and how easy it is to live with the new Honda Elevate right in this video. So lots of details coming your way. Stay tuned till the end. I'm Shubha Parasha. You're watching CarBike 360. Keep following us for all the updates in the Indian car bazaar. और चलिए शुरुआत करते हैं, लेकिन उससे पहले let's head out to the fuel station. क्योंकि कार हमें बिल्कुल ब्रिम तक फुल करनी है. Let's see एक फुल टैंक में कितनी दूरी तय करती है. Let's go. शुरुआत करते हैं.
The Honda Elevate has a fuel tank capacity of 40 liters और इसे हमने full tank तक refill कर लिया है in around 3500 rupees. Just a word of caution, always leave the tank on auto cut. उसके ऊपर fuel up करवाना at times dangerous हो सकता है and chances are that you might end up spilling up some fuel out of the tank as well. So हमने भी auto cut तक refill करवाया and left for our long drive.
So it's been a good long drive with the Honda Elevate and I have driven it for over 200 kilometers now. So मैं safely बता सकता हूँ कि long distance commute पे, highway commute पे ये गाड़ी कहाँ अपनी strengths दिखाती है और कहाँ वो थोड़े बहुत improvements की ज़रूरत पड़ती है. But let me begin with this, that if you plan to do highway commutes regularly, the Honda Elevate is a very good and a very strong fit for you. And the primary reason for that is the car is practical to its core. Now मैं engine performance की और drivability की बात बाद में करूँगा, but what I really want to point out is how comfortable it feels on the inside. The seats, it keeps you comfortable on the longer go. You have a very good under thigh support. The back support is damn right. It keeps you comfortable, gives you a very good cushioning, and even the side support. So when you're changing lanes, when you're turning the car, side supports काफी अच्छी मिलती है and it holds you in place. So yes, I am at a very comfortable driving position right now and over 200 kilometers done, and I am just not feeling fatigued in any manner. और उस चीज को further complement करती है इसकी ride quality. Because the suspension, it is the best in class. The ride quality is supple, it soaks up all the undulations and the body manners are controlled. Vertical movements भी ज़्यादा feel नहीं हो रहे हैं जब भी आप undulations के ऊपर जा रहे हैं या खराब रास्तों के ऊपर जा रहे हैं, and कोई pinch भी आपको back में feel नहीं होती. It doesn't thud through a lot. It's only when you have a really bad section of road or if you have very sharp speed breaker, pothole, उसी टाइम पे आपको वो जो थोड़ी सी sharpness है वो feel होती है. Now the best part, what I really like, that still it maintains its dynamics. Handling भी इसकी काफी अच्छी on point है. As far as I'm doing reasonable speeds, I'm doing around 110 kilometers per hour, nice to speed, and it feels composed and very settled and very reassuring. And in fact, around a bend, around a corner, I can easily carry on this speed. So it is a commendable highway cruiser actually. The best part, आपको थोड़ी भी फटीग फील नहीं होती जैसे मैंने बोला, और परफॉर्मेंस भी satisfying है. Now this is the 1.5 liter naturally aspirated petrol engine, belts out 119 brake horsepower at around 6600 rpm and 145 newton meters of peak torque at around 4000 rpm. And it keeps you in the performance band for most of the parts. So best in class naturally aspirated engine hai. Yes, when you will compare it with turbo engines, then only you'll feel it a bit underpowered. But as far as you're cruising on the highway, it keeps you again comfortable and gives you a reassuring performance. Just gently mash it and it will gradually build up on the speed. Overtaking it comes easy and you don't need to work too much with the gears. Gear shift की अगर मैं बात करूँ, एक और चीज़ है जो बहुत अच्छी लगती है is that तो ratios हैं उसको काफ़ी अच्छे से define किया गया हुआ है यहाँ पर. This is the 6-speed manual transmission I am driving right now, and even when I drop down my speed, let's say to really lower double-digit speeds like 20-25 kilometers per hour, it still picks up from there in even 4th or 5th gear and without any knocking. So मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा gear के साथ वहाँ पर shift करने की काम करने की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ती है, and the engine feels damn refined. You know, no major vibrations on the steering wheel, on the pedals. The only downside is NVH levels थोड़े high हैं, so road noise, tire noise वो cabin के अंदर ज़्यादा filter होती है, जिसको आप manage कर सकते हैं बहुत आसानी से with aftermarket cabin insulation sound damping. So that's the only thing, and given the price tag the Elevate comes at, you still have a certain room for that. So आराम से उस चीज़ को figure out कर सकते हैं. And then the cabin, it exudes quality. It feels like it is built to last. Yes, the sense of sophistication is compromised a bit compared to its Korean rivals, but the sense of durability and reliability compensates for that in a great manner. So plastics hard है, scratchy थोड़े हैं, but again give you that sturdy feel. Whenever you're closing the door, that thud is again reassuring. Yes, build quality में आपको वहाँ पर complaint नहीं मिलती है. And whenever there's soft touch padding like on the dashboard or on the door pads, these are generous. So again, on the go, it feels of a premium class. So again, on the go, it doesn't compromise too much on the quality, and in terms of ergonomics, it is right on point. So the driving position, जैसा मैंने बताया, काफ़ी अच्छी है. यहाँ पर center armrest की position भी काफ़ी अच्छी है, so I can easily handle one-hand driving when I am just normally cruising on the highway. Gear shifts में भी आपको problem नहीं होता because बहुत easy है shift करना. Ergonomically, the cabin is completely sorted and it is very practical at the same time. फ़ोन रखने के लिए काफ़ी ज़्यादा स्टोरेज है. यहाँ पर आप वायरलेस चार्जर के ऊपर मल्टीपल फ़ोन स्टैक कर सकते हो. यहाँ पर मैं आराम से फ़ोन अपने स्टैक कर सकता हूँ. सेंट्रल कंसोल में 2 फ़ोन रख सकता हूँ. आई हैव अ स्मॉल प्लेस टू कीप माई वॉलेट. कप होल्डर्स भी अच्छे साइज़ के हैं. इनफैक्ट पीछे में नी रूम और लेग रूम इसकी USB तो है, बट प्रैक्टिकली भी दोनों सीट्स के पीछे, ड्राइवर और को ड्राइवर सीट के पीछे आपको वहाँ पे ही 2 फोन रखने की जगह मिल जाती है. सो अगेन प्रैक्टिकली काफ़ी थॉटफुली इस इंटीरियर को डिज़ाइन किया गया हुआ है. And last but not the least, अगर फीचर्स की बात करें, then yes, you do miss out on few wow features जो आपको कोरियंस में मिलते हैं. For instance, you don't have ventilated seats here. यहाँ पर मेरे पास head-up display भी नहीं है. And I don't have a panoramic sunroof. I have this single pane sunroof, but I have all the features that I need and I generally use, like a nice 10.25-inch touchscreen. Graphics are nice, very readable, very usable. Interface is simple. It is not the most premium in its segment, but still, it does the job quite well. And काफी अच्छा vision भी आपको मिलता है. So I'm not complaining there at all. Then you have an auto climate control system, wireless charger है मेरे पास यहाँ पर, nice analog setup for the dials. Overall, I like that traditional nature this car has. सेफ्टी के साइड में आपको लेवल 2 ADAS फीचर्स भी मिल जाते हैं, even with the manual, which again is first in segment. Manual के साथ Honda Elevate is the only car to offer ADAS features, so autonomous braking, lane change, departure warning and alert and mitigation, ये सारे फीचर्स आपको यहाँ पर मिल जाते हैं. And before ending our highway run, almost 400 kilometers अब हमने कवर कर लिया हुआ है, and the car has given me a good fuel economy of around 17.2 kilometers per liter. I was not hypermiling, I was not speeding too much, I was just driving normally जैसे मैं हाईवे पे क्रूज कर रहा था, and this is a good fuel economy to maintain.
चलिए, ये तो बात हमने कर ली हाईवे कम्यूट की, but when it comes to city driving, the Honda Elevate doesn't fail to impress even there. Well, the CVT automatic should be the ideal choice for city commutes just for the ease of driving. But even if you choose this manual variant, the clutch operation is light and easy and gear throws are slick, meaning इस manual को चलाना काफी हद तक hassle free है. लेकिन what I like even more is that this iVTEC motor is a happy revving one. so it's easy to make a quick move out of the red light or swiftly navigate your way through the city traffic. Steering is reasonably light at lower speeds, making it easy to maneuver, and the 5.2 meters turning radius isn't bad either for managing city traffic, tight spots, or squeezed parking areas. In fact, if you are stuck in long traffic jams, the cabin keeps you peaceful, the seats keep you comfortable, and the ride quality prevents you from being irritated of that constant pitter-patter. But most importantly, even in the city, you can easily manage just under 14 km per liter if you drive at reasonable speeds and don't rev it hard. And it's way better than what you get from a similar size turbo petrol engine. With the ex-showroom prices ranging from 8,60,000 rupees and going up to 16,43,000 rupees, we have to say that the Honda Elevate gives you the good bang for your buck.
So finally we are back to Noida और अपने इस पूरे ट्रिप के दौरान हमने 408 किलोमीटर गाड़ी चलाई है and the car can go for 50 kilometers more जो रेंज हम यहाँ पर देख रहे हैं. So 468 kilometers full tank पे आप जा सकते हैं. The fuel economy I got was 16.8 kilometers per liter, which is a good fuel economy to maintain given that I was not hyper-miling. So I can safely say that this won't dig a hole in your pocket अगर आप आराम से normally cruise कर रहे होते हो. And if you're out in the market to shop for a compact SUV and practicality and comfort are your major lookouts, I think the Honda Elevate makes a very strong case for you. At the same time, features भी आपको ज़रूरत के सारे मिल जाते हैं and it gives you a very good balance between performance and fuel economy. So yes, it should be one of your worthy considerations. On that note, I'm Shubham Prabhas signing off. Keep following Carbike 360 and don't forget to click on that bell icon to be notified with everything that we upload. Ciao.